So lots on the show. So which one should I start with? There are two, the left or the right. I'll tell you what. The one on the right will actually be our source to take us through the entire show. So I'm going to start off first with the speaker, but on the Samsung Flip. So I'm going to give you a quick introduction to this one. Now this is the whiteboard of the future. The future is right here and right now. First of all, it's got a sensor that knows that I just walked past, and also one for the pen. The minute I take the pen out, I've actually got a whiteboard. I'll take you through a detailed review of it, but just to give you a demo of what all is possible, first and foremost, there are these pages out here, right? So anything I want to do, for instance, I'm actually writing down what I think this speaker should be called, the Sony Party Speaker, and this is the one we're talking about, right? So you can actually have video playing on this, you can have still images, you can have all kind of writing, you can interact with the product, you can have a full video playing, touch a small little point on that video and you can pull a screenshot out, and almost anything is manipulable. So I can actually manipulate and put anything anywhere. For instance, if I have to tell you what all is on this particular speaker, I can list it out, I can write it out, I can show you by picture, by picture. So it's an extremely interactive board, and it has sources. That's the best part. It has sources, as I can show you, from where you can get all your content. From a mobile phone, yes, an actual mobile phone is mirrored and replicated on the screen. The second one is from a laptop. You can have a USB, you can have a network drive, and HDMI, so you can have live sources also playing. And the best part is this. There's a reason why they call it the Flip. I can actually change the orientation, and the minute I do that, I've actually got all the products that I want right where I want them, and I can now change the story around right this way, or even flip my pictures around in whichever way I want. So I can have all kind of things that I want to do with this, and it's a great interactive board. I'll take you through the rest of the features as the show goes on, but right now it's time for our first review, and I'm going to do the review right here, out here. I'll go back to the speaker. So the Sony Party Speaker is the first one, and in every which way, like I said, if you're multitasking and you want a speaker to play that role, this is the absolute ultimate choice. I'm going to go back to that one for a second to just show you. If ever a speaker had to have a split personality, then this is it. Of course, you can connect it with all your devices through Bluetooth and otherwise and play all your music, and this is a massive speaker. So you can think of the output, and we'll show you that. But other than that, here's another interesting thing. I can make this into my little drum, right? I can move to DJ mode on this, I can go into karaoke mode, I can do a voice changer. And then it has party lights. So you put this down one area of where your party is going on. Of course, it's going to blast at that time with some really good bass and everything else. You can also play as a party light system. I'm going to show you that. Isn't that interesting? You can do a lot more, including the fact that the party lights will play with the music too. So that then is a very quick look at it. We take a more detailed look at what you can do with Sony's latest party speaker.
Complete with loudness, the special effects, and the party lights, no doubt this one is truly a party speaker. The Sony MHV81D is the latest high-power audio system in an all-in-one box by the company. It is a hefty 26 kg device, but the wheels at the bottom make it easy to maneuver it around. It has a 360-degree audio design. In fact, even the party lights are 360-degree. In terms of ports, there are two inputs for mic and connectivity. It has a mid-tweeter and additional rear-tweeter speakers that spreads the sound in all directions. For connectivity, it supports it all: Bluetooth, NFC, USB, FM, DVD, HDMI out for TV connections. Need anything else? There is a wireless party chain Bluetooth mode that allows around 50 compatible systems to be connected together. The speaker can be connected to Sony's compatible app to control the music and settings from your phone. We tried the speaker, and as expected, it was loud. The top has all the controls, but what's unique is that it can convert to an electric drum. On pressing the Tyco button, the touch panel at the top can change to a drum and includes a varied selection of drums that you can play. There is also gesture control on it. As you swipe your hand across, there are different effects that play out. A little gimmicky, honestly, and of little practical use. If you are a regular party thrower and would like to host your friends to this light and sound show, you could consider this one. And if you are a star drummer, you could show off your skills. However, for a price of close to 52,000 rupees, it may not be ideal if your aim is just to place it in a room.
So we're done with this one, so I can tick mark this off, and let's say this, of course, is our little speaker, and I'm going to give this a 9 on 10. I think that's a really, really interesting thing. Now, the cool part is, I'm going to give you another demo of what the Samsung Flip can do. So I'm using the stylus right now to write, and it's red right now. I can change that to any color I want. So I can go to blue, and I can actually say this thing. So it's interactive, and anything I'm doing, the pages I'm creating can all be saved, can be emailed to everybody around, and that makes it really interesting. But the functionality that I really like is that this stylus has a dual function. You also use it as a highlighter for any of the other things that I want. For instance, if it's just this, or if I think it shouldn't get a 9 on 10, the Sony, my hand actually can erase the whole thing off. So Sony, are you ready for the real marks for your party speaker? Can you take it? All right, here it is. On 10, your party speaker gets a... No, I'm just kidding. A 9 is absolutely right. I think it's a great product for what it's doing. And we'll be doing a rating for this, the Samsung Flip, also right now. But time now to move on to the next story. We'll keep coming back to the Flip. I've created a page on the Samsung Flip. You can see out here, I've actually written the next story is coming up. How do I get to it? It's the Apple Watch. I did a very interesting experiment with the Apple Watch 3. But how do I get to the next story? It's actually really simple. I use it just like I would use a phone. I'm scrolling right through. Our next story is the Apple Watch 3, and this is the experiment I did with it. Yes, this Apple Watch 3 that I'm wearing is the one that comes with the SIM card built in. And my experiment was this, that I would be without a phone an entire day, 24 hours, whether I go out of the house, into office, leave office, that I'll only have the Apple Watch 3. You can watch that story separately. Today's story is 3 apps that are absolute game changers if you don't have a phone and your only way of communicating is this Apple Watch 3. So 3 apps that will change your life. 3 apps. Let's go.
Make way for the Apple Watch 3 cellular variant that has finally hit Indian markets. So now you can completely untether your iPhone and almost run your entire day with just your watch. And like its predecessors, the watch has a sleek design and even retains the crown and single button on the side. But the curtain raiser in this variant is the eSIM the Apple Watch now comes with. At present, Airtel and Reliance Jio provide cellular services for the watch in India. Well, the watch comes with 16 GB of internal storage and runs on the Watch OS 4. The interface is smooth and we love the dock and the way you can access and see all the apps. But the big question is, what kind of freedom does the eSIM give you? Well, other than answering calls, replying to messages, you can boost your productivity with Siri and some apps on your Apple Watch 3. The first one is an inbuilt app on the iPhone and Apple Watch 3, Calendars. With this, just tell Siri to add a calendar event and confirm with a date and time, all with a few taps and swipes. And if you want to be reminded about something, then use Evernote. It's a free app that works well with the Apple Watch 3. All you have to do is tap on this icon.
I would like to create a note about my...
If you want to use your voice to create text notes, this is possible on the Apple Watch 3 as well. Download an app called Drafts. Now tap on this microphone icon and start speaking. This app turns your voice into text and is extremely accurate. You can access your notes here in the inbox folder within the app. And the app gives you a chance to scribble a little something down as well. And all this without your iPhone being around. Well, boost your productivity with these apps on the smartwatch. The cellular variant of the Apple Watch 3 comes at a starting price of 39,080 rupees.
Hey Siri, remind me that my next story is to do with a D-Link security camera.
Here's your reminder.
So that then is a demo of what I did say is a game changer. The fact that you can be anywhere, any thought comes to your mind, you can actually take a dictation, a voice to text feature, a reminder, or a calendar event, or even put notes in Evernote. So it's a fantastic little thing you can do with just the power of your wrist. But before we go on, I have to tell you, I'm going to tell you some more features about the Samsung Flip, the interactive whiteboard of the future, and the D-Link camera. But before that, we'll take a quick break.